Hello, and welcome to Nature's Blueprint. There's a certain magic, isn't there, in seeing a garden come to life? But so often we feel constrained by the space we have. We look at a small patch of earth, a balcony, or a patio, and we think, is this really enough? I'm here to tell you that it is. And the secret, the real key to unlocking its full potential, is not to think outwards, but to look upwards. The vertical plane is a canvas waiting for us, a new dimension of growing that holds the promise of extraordinary abundance. Imagine for a moment transforming a plain forgotten wall or a simple wooden fence into a living, breathing tapestry of green. Picture a balcony, high above the ground, draped in foliage that not only looks beautiful, but also provides you with fresh, delicious food. This isn't a fantasy, it's the very real and achievable world of vertical gardening. By choosing the right plants, specifically edible climbing vines, you can create a veritable food factory in the most compact of spaces, a place of productivity and beauty that connects you directly to the food you eat. These remarkable plants are more than just a clever trick for small gardens. They're a testament to nature's ingenuity. They are practical, incredibly productive, and offer a sense of bounty that is deeply satisfying. They reach for the sun, and in doing so, they invite us to rethink our own limitations. Today, we're going to explore 7 of my absolute favorite edible vines, each one a champion of vertical growth, ready to bring life, flavor, and abundance to your garden, no matter its size. So, come with me, and let's start this journey upwards. We begin with an old and trusted friend of the vegetable garden, the pole bean. There is a reason they have been grown for generations. Their reliability is second to none. Once these plants take hold, they climb with a purpose and a vigor that is just a joy to watch. They seem to race toward the sky, their delicate tendrils seeking and finding purchase, twining themselves around any support you offer, and their generosity is boundless. Unlike their bush-type cousins, they don't give you one big glut of a harvest. Instead, they produce continuously, offering up their tender pods week after week, a steady and dependable supply right through the season. The sheer productivity packed into such a small footprint is truly remarkable. A small square of soil can yield a surprising weight of beans when grown vertically. Now, here is a little something I've learned over the years to encourage an even greater bounty. Just as the first flowers begin to appear, I give them a good drenching with a weak compost tea. This little boost seems to trigger an explosion of flowering, which of course leads to more pods. The return you get from a simple row of pole beans climbing a trellis is, quite simply, unmatched. Now for a plant that truly scoffs at the summer heat, a time when many of our traditional leafy greens can struggle and bolt. This is Malabar spinach, and it is a superb choice for a vertical garden. It's not a true spinach, but its leaves have a similar quality. Succulent, and with a mild, slightly peppery taste. What makes it so valuable is its sheer resilience. When the sun is at its most intense, this vine thrives, its fleshy heart-shaped leaves growing larger and more lush, climbing with a relentless energy that seems to draw strength directly from the heat. The real beauty of Malabar spinach lies in its regenerative power. You can harvest from it almost daily, snipping off the tender leaves and shoots for a salad or a stir-fry, and it simply doesn't miss a beat. Within days, new growth will have appeared to take its place. This cut-and-come-again nature makes it one of the highest-return leafy climbers you can possibly grow. For anyone wanting a continuous supply of fresh greens through the hottest months of the year, from a very small patch of ground, Malabar spinach is an absolute essential. There are some plants that bring a touch of the truly exotic to the garden, and the passionfruit vine is certainly one of them. To see one in full growth is to witness nature's exuberance. This is not a shy and retiring plant. It is a vigorous, powerful climber that will quickly cover a sturdy trellis or a sun-drenched wall with a dense cloak of its beautiful 3-lobed leaves. And then come the flowers. They are utterly spectacular, intricate and fragrant, a complex piece of natural architecture that never fails to stop you in your tracks. They are a reward in themselves, even before any fruit appears. And then, of course, there is the fruit. Those wrinkled purple or yellow orbs, filled with that incredibly aromatic, sweet tart pulp, and crunchy seeds. It's the taste of sunshine. To keep this vigorous vine happy and ensure a long, continuous fruiting season, it does appreciate a little extra care. I find that a monthly feed with a well-diluted microbial solution or a good liquid seaweed feed works wonders. This provides the sustained energy it needs to keep producing those glorious flowers and, in turn, those delicious nutrient-rich fruits. It's a plant that gives back tenfold the effort you put in. We often think of sweet potatoes as a sprawling ground cover crop, taking up a fair bit of room. But you know they are natural climbers, and when you give them a support to grow upwards, something wonderful happens. Growing them vertically is a fantastic way to cultivate them in a smaller garden, but it also has other benefits. Lifting the foliage off the ground dramatically improves airflow around the leaves, which makes them far less susceptible to fungal diseases and pests. It creates a healthier, more robust plant overall. The true genius of the sweet potato vine, however, is its dual harvest. While those delicious nutritious tubers are developing quietly underground, the leaves above are also edible, and, honestly, they are delicious. Often called potato greens, they are wonderful when wilted down like spinach. You can harvest the young leaves throughout the season for daily use, a continuous bonus crop while you wait for the main event below. It's the perfect plant for a daily harvest, allowing you to snip a few leaves for dinner each evening, all while knowing a substantial crop of sweet potatoes is forming beneath the soil. Sometimes, a garden needs a touch of whimsy, something to make you smile. The cucamelon vine delivers this in spades. It's a delightful, delicate-looking vine, but don't let that fool you. It's surprisingly productive. It produces a profusion of tiny fruits that look exactly like miniature watermelons, each no bigger than a grape. They are incredibly charming. When you pop one in your mouth, you get a surprising and refreshing burst of cucumber flavor with a distinct citrusy, almost lime-like tang at the end. They are perfect for tossing into salads, or just for nibbling on straight from the vine as you walk past. Because the vine itself is quite fine and lightweight, it doesn't require a hugely robust structure to support it. This makes it absolutely perfect for smaller spaces and more delicate supports. A simple fan trellis against a wall, a net strung across a balcony railing, or even just some twine running up to an overhead hook, is more than enough to accommodate its growth. For those with limited space or who are just starting out with vertical gardening, the cucamelon is a fantastic, fun, and incredibly rewarding choice that brings both flavor and a sense of playfulness to the garden. There is a special kind of joy that comes with the first harvests of the year, and for me, that is often the sweet, crisp pods of the climbing pea. They are the taste of spring, a promise of the abundant season to come. These are plants that relish the cooler weather of early spring and autumn, climbing eagerly when many other plants are still dormant or have finished for the year. Their tendrils, like little green fingers, reach out and cling to any support, pulling the plant upwards towards the light. The flavor of a pea, picked fresh from the vine and eaten right there in the garden, is one of life's simple, profound pleasures. Beyond the delicious pods, climbing peas perform another quieter service for your garden. Like all legumes, they are nitrogen fixers. Their roots host beneficial bacteria that draw nitrogen from the air and convert it into a form that enriches the soil, benefiting the plants that will grow in that spot after them. They are perfect for compact spaces, happily scrambling up balcony railings, netting, or a small, homemade trellis of canes and string. They are a wonderful, productive, and soil-improving addition to any vertical garden, especially for extending the growing season. Here is a plant of remarkable dual purpose. The loofah. Many people are surprised to learn that before it becomes the familiar bath sponge, the loofah is a fast-growing vine that produces an edible fruit. When harvested young and tender, about the length of your finger, the fruits are delicious. They have a texture similar to a courgette or summer squash and a mild, pleasant flavor, perfect for adding to curries or stir-fries. It's a wonderful secret to share, the idea that you can eat your sponges while they're young. This is a vigorous, fast-growing vine, a real sun worshipper that will need a very sturdy and substantial support structure. Think of a strong archway, a pergola, or a very well-anchored trellis against a wall, as the mature fruits, if you leave them to develop into sponges, can become quite heavy. This multifunctionality is what makes it so special. You can enjoy a harvest of delicious vegetables early in the season, and then allow the later fruits to mature fully on the vine until they are dry, brown, and light, ready to be peeled to reveal the fibrous sponge within. It is a plant that provides both food for the table and a useful natural tool for the home. So there you have it, 7 incredible plants, each with its own character, its own unique gifts, but all sharing that wonderful ability to reach for the sky. By embracing the vertical, you are not just saving space, you are unlocking a whole new level of productivity and, I believe, a deeper satisfaction in your gardening. There is something profoundly rewarding about seeing a bare surface transform into a cascade of life and food. It's a partnership with nature that yields beauty, sustenance, and a powerful sense of accomplishment. I truly hope this has inspired you to look at your own space with fresh eyes. I encourage you to choose just one of these vines, to find a small, sunny spot, and to give it a try. See how it feels to tend to a plant that grows upwards, to harvest food from a living wall you have created. It's an experience that can fundamentally change the way you garden. If you found this journey inspiring, please consider subscribing to Nature's Blueprint. We have so much more to explore together, finding ways to work with nature to create beautiful and productive spaces. And please, do share this video with friends, family, or anyone you know who dreams of growing more food but feels limited by their space. The simple act of growing upwards can be a revelation, and it's a secret that's too good to keep to ourselves. Until next time, thank you for joining me, and happy gardening.